Now let's take a look at the tail of the tape. A decade difference between the two. The weight pretty much the same. Big height advantage for Holyfield, and with that comes a reach advantage of almost 6 inches. So ahead, live on Wide World of Sports, the 15-round junior heavyweight fight for Qawi's World Boxing Association title. Stay with us. We're coming back in just a moment. Back live in Atlanta at the Omni. I'm Al Troutwig along with Alex Walu. The bell rings, and this is round 1. Scheduled to go 15 for the junior heavyweight title that belongs, at least for the moment, to Dwight Muhammad Qawi. Here in Georgia, the scoring is done on the 10-point must system. The winner of each round must receive 10 points, the loser 9 or less. Scoring is done by 3 judges with a non-scoring referee, who in this case is Vinny Raynon. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect, and the fight will be ruled a knockout if 3 knockdowns occur. Also, the standing 8 count is in effect, as is the mandatory 8 count. The crowd very lively, and Alex, we haven't heard any of your early strategy. How about it?
You just saw Holyfield. He is devastating right now. He is just outspeeding the champion. He's doing everything he has to do. He's got that 6-inch reach advantage, and he's got the 6-inch height advantage. And Evander just has to find the range where he can reach Qawi, but Qawi cannot reach him. On Dwight's part, he cannot change at age 33. He's just going to put on relentless pressure. Unlike most fighters who are coming in all the time out, Qawi is a good defensive fighter. He covers well, he bobs, he weaves. Evander must use that jab to try to pierce that defensive shell, and he's doing that very well right now.
Hard left off the forehead of Qawi, so difficult to penetrate his defenses, but right now, grimacing. Holyfield trying to penetrate with the left.
Right now, the biggest difference is the reach and the speed. Evander is just quicker than Dwight. Both fighters are light heavyweights. Evander outgrew that division. I think Dwight ate himself out of that division. I think he's carrying excess poundage, and that has to hurt his reflexes and his speed.
And yet he still thinks he can go up to the heavyweight division.
If he gets by this fight, that's a very big if.
This is the division that the WBC and IBF call the Cruiserweight division. Holyfield in the white trunks with blue trim. Dwight Muhammad Qawi, once more well known as the Camden Buzzsaw, in the white trunks with red trim. A good left-right combination to the head of Qawi.
But you have to watch very closely with Dwight Muhammad Qawi, because he does block an awful lot of punches. And right now, Evander is getting through often.
A wild right after a good left-right combination. Lots of noise in the Omni right now. Watch Qawi stalking, constantly moving forward. If he ever takes a step back, you'll know that he's in early trouble.
Evander right now is making a little bit of a mistake in the closing seconds of here. He's backing straight up. He should be moving from side to side. Stay within punching range. There, he moves to his right, away from the Qawi right hand.
We're watching the WBA Junior Heavyweight Championship bout between Qawi and Holyfield, and it's off to a great start. We'll be back. Round 2 scheduled to go 15. We're live in Atlanta. Evander Holyfield with a big height advantage over Dwight Muhammad Qawi, and lots of punches were thrown. And as Alex mentioned in the first round, the big question with Qawi as he throws a lunging left to the midsection of Holyfield is how many of those punches get through that good defense of his.
There was one moment that I was waiting for. Qawi hit Evander with a solid right hand, and Evander didn't go anywhere. Dwight has a good jab, very accurate, good power, but his money punch has always been the right hand. He throws it from all angles, throws it overhand, throws uppercuts with it. There's Evander moving side to side. But that is not where Evander wants to be. He's right on the inside. He's too close to Qawi. He should be at longer range, using his jab to get his distance and then letting his hands go. He does not want to fight this fight on the inside.
Where Qawi wants to be. Now here he is in close. A couple of body shots by Qawi to Holyfield.
That's it. We had to turn him away. He was on the ropes there momentarily. He wants to fight this fight out in the center of the ring, and Qawi wants to fight it on the ropes and in the corners, just the way he did with Leon Spinks in his last defense.
It is a 20-foot ring. Remember, Holyfield has only gone to 8 rounds once in his career, and only to 6 rounds all the other fights. That was the maximum.
And that 15-round distance is an intimidating thing, Al. Even so great a fighter as Marvin Hagler, the first time he did it, in his first try for the world middleweight title against Vito Antuofermo, he was intimidated after round 10. He was in unknown territory.
There's none of that smiling, taunting from Dwight Muhammad Qawi. Not yet. He's taking some licks from Holyfield, but now here comes Qawi back. And Holyfield slides off the ropes.
Again, Evander pulling straight back and vulnerable to the Qawi right.
I heard Lou Duva scream from the corner of Holyfield that Dwight Muhammad Qawi is cut. He has never been cut in his career. Neither has Holyfield. Neither of these fighters have ever been down in their career. I don't see the cut yet.
Evander has to defend himself there at the bell. They're fighting after the bell.
The bad blood is flowing.
Evander Holyfield certainly knows what it is to not hear a bell or hear a referee's instructions, but I can tell you that this is not a very good bell here in Atlanta. It sounds more like the school bell when we were late for study hall, Al. And with this crowd going wild, you just can't hear it.
Some of the action from the second round.
See, those are not solid right hands by Evander here. He triples, I think, with the right hand here. Keeps trying it. Tried a left uppercut there. I would think that the uppercut would be a tremendous punch for Evander, with Dwight bending over and being so tough to hit from on top. I think he should use that right uppercut whenever he's inside.
I'm still looking for the cut that I heard Lou Duva exclaim about.
I don't see Eddie working on a cut in the corner. Wesley Mouzon's the chief second. There's the Holyfield corner. Lou Duva saying, just relax.
Dwight Muhammad Qawi's record, 26-2-1 with 15 knockouts. No amateur fights on record. Holyfield 11-0 with 8 knockouts. And on we go to round 3, scheduled for 15. Holyfield, a couple of big punches from the left and another one from the right.
I gave Evander the first 2 rounds, but I don't think he's fighting the fight that he wanted to fight. He's going to war with Dwight Qawi.
Holyfield is going for it. He doesn't want to go 15 rounds. Alex, he's only in round 3 and he's using so much energy.
Exactly right. The point I was trying to make before that flurry. If he has any doubts about his stamina, a warning there by referee Vinny Raynon to Qawi about low blows. Dwight Qawi at his size is going to hit low, and he's going to hit low often, and he just did it again.
And a warning to Qawi, and still he stalks and comes in again. Head first, gloves up.
Evander expended a lot of energy early in this round, as you pointed out, Al. The key to the fight is whether he can sustain it, because he's going to get Dwight Qawi in his face all afternoon.
A right from Qawi sent the sweats flying off the head of Holyfield. That right got into the jaw of Qawi.
Again, that's war on the inside, short range, Dwight Qawi territory, not Evander Holyfield territory. I'm not saying he's not holding his own inside, but he doesn't have to be there.
Right uppercut from Qawi got into the chin of Holyfield. Boy, they're exchanging so many punches. Qawi not blocking as many as I thought he might.
Low blow by Qawi, and then a low blow in retaliation by Holyfield. He may only have 11 pro fights, but he's learned that you have to fend for yourself. You can't wait for the referee to deduct points.
Qawi, the thick neck, built like a tree trunk, and Holyfield, the body beautiful, tall and slender.
One statistic we didn't have in the tail of tape, Holyfield has a 29-inch waist as against Qawi's 36-inch waist.
So they can't switch trunks when this fight is over.
He's just a tank, Qawi. He just comes in, he's got him on the ropes. Evander moves up, but he does not look fresh.
I thought he looked a little tired, leaning against the ropes.
Did Evander coming off there.
Just seconds remaining in this, the third round. Keep in mind the stamina and just plain smarts that might belong with Dwight Muhammad Qawi. We are live at the Omni in Atlanta. Round 3 winding down, live on Wide World of Sports.
I want the short hook. What the short hook? All right, you okay? Baby. All right. On that. Oh, yeah. Okay? Come on. You're winning this fight. Nice and easy out there.
We continue live on ABC's Wide World of Sports with the WBA World Junior Heavyweight Championship bout between Dwight Muhammad Qawi, the shorter man, trying to score one for shorter people here at only 5'7", and Evander Holyfield. This bout has been fought at tremendous pace, and another warning to keep the punches up from Vinny Raynon, the referee. That, I believe, is the third time that he has received words from referee. Qawi has.
And he didn't stop Qawi. He drilled 2 more shots right on the word Holyfield on Evander's belt.
Now, Alex, we thought we may have seen a cut on Qawi. Still, I have not seen blood, but they did use that frozen piece of metal known as an end swell and did apply Vaseline above his left eye.
Well, Dwight has taken punches, taken a lot of shots from Evander, especially right hands on that eye, and there is swelling.
Qawi stopping his feet at Holyfield, and perhaps a little taunting begins. It is a strategy which he would not reveal to Alex Waller yesterday in an interview that we had with him here in Atlanta. What do you think he tries to do with that taunting?
Well, we talked the opening. He tries to get Evander flustered. He tries to take advantage of his inexperience and make him get reckless, get under his skin, make him do things he doesn't want to do. Right now, Evander's just backing all over the ring. He just doesn't have the strength right now to resist Dwight or to make him respect him with his punch. He's got to eventually plant his feet and drill some shots and then move side to side, not stand in front of him right here like this. That's it. Move to his right and let the right hand go. Stay away from Dwight's right hand.
Past the midway point of round 5. Holyfield trying to stay near the middle of the ring where he wants to be, not on the ropes where Qawi just tried to push him. The pace of this bout has slowed tremendously in this, the 5th.
It could not continue. The question is who's going to get their second win first. You would generally expect the younger fighter to get that, but Dwight Muhammad Qawi used to get stronger as the fight progressed. He certainly did when he won the title against Piet Kroos.
Qawi's eyes are blood red. He has taken numerous shots. A right-left combo to Holyfield.
He's got Holyfield
staggering
right now. He's got him hurt. He's not doing anything on defense right now, Evander. He is very, very tired. This is just trench warfare. Right now, Dwight Qawi is winning it. He may not be ahead on points, but he's winning the war.
Holyfield really looking fuzzy there for a moment. But he did come back with a strong left to keep Qawi honest, and now a left-right for his own.
There, he looked a little bit fresher there, Al, in the closing seconds of the round. He planted himself and let his hands go, and momentarily stopped Qawi.
Alex, these are all new experiences right now for Holyfield. He's never been in a position like this as round 5 comes to an end. A decidedly strong round for Qawi. Let's see if we can listen in to the corner of Holyfield.
Okay, baby. You're in good shape. You're in good shape. Keep your hands up good now. Don't run into nothing, right? You're letting him get off first. Don't let him get off first. You got to pop that jab. Put that jab right there. Come on. You can hit him with the jab. Right there. He done slowed down. Don't walk. Hit him with the jab. Use that jab, right? Don't back up so much. You understand? Back it up around. Okay? Come on, you gotta go stiff jab, baby. Stiff jab. And keep turning. Keep turning. And 6 rounds. Let's go. Deep step.
One of the controversies in the 5th round was yet another low blow from Qawi. Let's take a look. It was more like a paw.
Yeah, that I thought was legitimate. Qawi ran across the ring. There was some confusion in the Holyfield corner.
He didn't have his mouthpiece in.
That's an unusual mistake with as much experience as there is in that Holyfield corner for George Benton and Lou Duba not to get the mouthpiece in.
This is
unusual indeed.
This is round 6, scheduled to go 15.
Evander Holyfield started this fight very fast, won the first round in convincing and impressive fashion, but the rounds have gotten closer and closer since then. I thought 4 was very close, even though I gave it to Holyfield, and I gave 5 to Qawi. The first round I gave him. But he has all the momentum his way right now.
Alex, don't you think that more punches from Holyfield have gotten in beyond the defenses of Qawi in this fight than the tapes that we watched together? And here's Holyfield.
But look there, Al. He missed about 10 consecutive punches. Just when you were talking about it, Qawi got underneath almost every punch from Holyfield and came back and landed punches of his own. You just have to watch Dwight very closely. People throw a lot of punches at him, but surprisingly few get home.
You saw the smiling shrug from 33-year-old Dwight Muhammad Qawi.
And that is demoralizing to Evander. He built up some energy for a flurry, and he got nothing out of it. Again, no movement from Holyfield, none whatsoever, standing right there. Not using the jab, not doing all the things that were laid out for him to do by Georgie Benton and Lou Duva. And the main reason is he just isn't strong enough. He doesn't have the energy right now to execute.
For Holyfield, the boxing gloves aren't weapons right now. They're like lead weights. His punches causing little harm to Qawi.
Again, we must point out that Dwight is not fresh either. But he has been in this territory. This is not something new for him. He's been in tough fights. He's been in wars. Evander never has.
A right from Holyfield spun the head of Qawi. We're approaching the half-minute mark.
Everything in close. As long as Qawi keeps his head on Evander's chest, Evander can't use his reach advantage and can't really score with power. He's just smothered in there.
When this round is over, Evander Holyfield will move into an area of boxing he has only experienced before. That area beyond the 6th round. Oh, a big right. Sending Holyfield back against the ropes, but he snaps off and keeps Qawi honest. This one is moving along at a great pace.
All I don't want to do is run into
All right now.
Now listen.
You're hearing?
Use that jab.
Come on, leave that guard in.
All right. Use that jab. You understand? And use it snapping. Don't be fluky with your punches. This is what's causing you to get hit.
You're standing too straight in front of him. Come on, move.
Sharpen yourself.
Come on, move that thing. Come on.
Round 9, scheduled to go 15. We've spoken an awful lot about the experience of Evander Holyfield. Well, I think it's important now. He's never gone this far in his professional career, or in his career period. He's fighting Dwight Muhammad Qawi live this afternoon in Atlanta for the WBA Junior Heavyweight Championship of the World. did you see that last round? I thought that one back and forth and back and forth. It was tough for me to figure out who might have had the stranglehold on it when it was over.
Well, I thought Evander clearly won about the first 45 seconds. Dwight rallied well in the middle of the round. I thought Evander came back and scored maybe a little bit more at the end of the round and shaded that round. Very tough here because, number one, they're doing a lot of infighting. And number two, Dwight is rolling away and blocking and slipping a lot of these punches. It's a tough fight to score. See Dwight bob, see him move, cut that jab. Evander's using the jab now. He's finally listening to George Benton in his corner, and he's holding Dwight off with the jab. And caught him coming in with a good right hand.
Holyfield tried to respond with a right that just glanced off the gloves of Qawi.
He caught him, but he did not stop him. Qawi is right back in his face. Evander showed his strength there. You see him push him away, back Dwight up, but he just can't sustain that.
A lot of gamesmanship on display in between these ropes today in Atlanta. Holyfield still bouncing, still on his toes.
And in this round, using the jab much more, which is a very smart thing to do. He keeps Dwight outside with it and allows himself to take a little bit of a rest.
That uppercut left and a jab from the right by Holyfield got into Qawi, but now Holyfield leaning against the ropes and then again pushing Qawi away.
Yeah, but he made a dangerous mistake, a mistake based on inexperience there. He dropped his hands on the ropes. For the first time here, he has pinned Qawi in the ropes, but he didn't do anything, as Dwight says.
Again, another smiling shrug from Qawi. You may see a discrepancy at times from our clock on the screen and the clock that is being kept here at the arena with the belt. There have been problems all day. What more can I say? Any reasons that could be for that?
Atlanta is not a big fight town. They have had some shows here, most notably the heavyweight show in January and Muhammad Ali against Jerry Quarry years ago in Ali's comeback fight, but it is not a big fight town. It's just simply inexperience on the part of the commission.
And the relatively quiet bell has resulted in much fighting after the bell. Any other way it could affect the fight, do you think? I mean, 15 rounds is long enough without having longer rounds.
Well, I really hope that it doesn't lead to one fighter dropping his hands when he hears the bell, the other fighter not hearing it and landing a shot that could turn the fight around after the bell.
Holyfield trying to stand his ground now. The battle for the second win continues.
All right. Let him win away, but when he wins, I want you to get back with your dead weight. See, he always out hustling just with the dead weight. 10th round, man. Just steal him on the ear. See, let him punch himself out, man. But you gotta have a good defense now. You understand? Right? So now when he throws 3 punches, that means you can throw 6 with the dead weight. See what I mean? And then hit him on the end with a jab. Is working beautiful out there. You're looking like Muhammad Ali out there, baby. Put that jab right in his kitchen, 2 or 3 jabs. Beautiful. And move, and move, and move. Now in the meantime, while he's out there, he's dying out there. He's dying. Breathe. But try to hustle him with your dead weight. You're boxing beautiful.
Scheduled to go 15. Once again, this is the junior heavyweight title fight between Muhammad Qawi and Evander Holyfield for the WBA title.
Once again, Evander starts very fast, using the jab, using the movement.
And a slip, I believe, by Holyfield.
He slipped in water in his own corner. He went down heavily. He seems all right. Tommy Brooks in the Holyfield corner is mopping it up, but he went down.
We're in the 10th round.
Two good body shots above the belt there by Dwight.
Alex, what types of things that have happened so far in this fight have surprised you? That one by Holyfield got in with authority.
Well, Dwight has done what we expect him to do. He's come straight in. I'm a little bit surprised that Evander has been able to hang in there as well as he did. Around round 5, rounds 4 and 5, he tired a little bit.
But he's come back and he's very much in the fight.
We'd like to alert our stations along the line that at the end of this round, we'll be taking a station break. Just about a minute remaining in the round.
Right here, both fighters are taking time off there. They're leaning on each other. It's a matter of who ends the rest. Dwight ended that one, and he continues to rally. Scores well. Good uppercut by Evander.
With a good left and another left that got in. Qawi's gloves dropping down lower than I remember in the fight. Now he explodes back to send Holyfield on his heels.
Right now, Qawi's a little bit tired. Breathing very, very heavily. Bloody in the mouth.
They're exchanging.
Dwight Muhammad Qawi has a tremendous heart, Al. He's got just a burning intensity. It has to be born, at least in part, from that background that he came from that we talked about at the top of the show.
And nurtured, as he has admitted, in prison. Well, he had a lot of time to think. We'll return with more of ABC's Wide World of Sports coverage of the WBA World Junior Heavyweight Championship bout between Holyfield and Qawi after this from our local stations.
You okay? You all right? Okay, I went to jab. Sure. That's fine. What is going underneath with the right hand, hooks over top behind it. Now I want you pulling the right hand up the middle. So I hook behind it, okay? Put yourself on your left side when you're throwing that hook and come all the way through it. Okay? You're taking something off because you're not putting it in spot of it. Get everybody over here. Drive it through. Get out of here, come on. Good left hand. Hands about that. Look at me walk
Dwight Muhammad Qawi and Evander Holyfield charge to the center of the ring as we begin round 11 in their WBA Junior Heavyweight title fight. The belt belongs to Qawi at the age of 33, Holyfield at 23. Of course, you remember him with the controversial bronze medal at the Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Since then, 11 successful pro bouts. The question, which Holyfield is attempting to answer today, is 11 professional bouts enough going up against someone of the experience of Qawi?
An awful lot of people in boxing thought it was not. Thought that Evander is a tremendous talent, but this is just too soon to put him in with somebody with the toughness and the strength and the determination of Dwight Muhammad Qawi.
A very loud crowd of about 8,000 or 9,000 at the Omni in Atlanta. Still Qawi, head down, gloves out, coming forward towards Holyfield. Holyfield with a vicious combination of punches. They got around the defense of Qawi.
Evander must not get excited here. He must pace himself. He can't expend all his energy because, as we've seen time and again, Qawi will rally just as he is right here.
Holyfield trying desperately to cover up the barrage from Qawi. Resting his head on Holyfield's chest. Now I believe a chant of Qawi in the arena. What a turnaround for the hometown kid, Holyfield.
I think it was Holy. I don't know. It's tough to tell. But I do not think they were chanting for Qawi, but I could be wrong. The Holyfield corner again complaining about low blows. Good scoring combination by Evander and another right hand. And still Qawi comes. No clinches.
A lunging left. Again, the perspiration flying off the face of Holyfield as Qawi gets in.
You see Evander's inexperienced just then. For some reason, he put his right hand up to block against the jab. What he should have been doing is protecting against the right hand of Qawi. And Qawi got the right home and scored with it.
Round 11 winding down. At most, we have 4 more to go in Atlanta.
out-punch this guy, okay? You got to out-punch him. You got to get off a few more punches when you're there, all right? You're not getting off enough. You're letting him out-punch you. And not in numbers.
Well, when you finish
Yeah, we will. On numbers, you know, and that's what he's winning it on.
Put them gloves off.
And they make for home.
Put them gloves off.
You got no power, and you got to remember give me a towel, give me a towel. Got to remember we're down there in his hometown, and we don't want to leave no doubt.
Take them off now.
You got that? Stay there, Miss Mike.
Round 12, scheduled for 15 in Atlanta. Al Trautwig along with Alex Wallo, Dwight Muhammad Qawi still the pursuer. What a pest he's been through 11 rounds to Evander Holyfield with the height advantage and the reach advantage, but experience and years in the ring lacking. But he's trying to tee off now on Qawi. But Alex, I think, and we've seen it 3 or 4 times in the fight, he uses too much on not enough opportunity against Qawi in those flurries early in a round.
He's not picking his shots quite as well as he could, and he uses up and wastes a lot of energy doing it. It's just a matter of experience, and this is a tremendous learning experience, win or lose for Evander Holyfield. It looks to be at this point like he can go 15 rounds. He's not fresh. He's tired. He's at ebb and flow in terms of his energy, but he definitely looks like he can go 15 rounds. Pulling with the jab and then coming up with the right uppercut, doubling with it. But again, staying on the ropes. He tried to turn Qawi there and push him back. Got his distance. Good right hand by Holyfield.
Throws that in, and a big, powerful right. The likes of which we haven't seen from Holyfield in a few rounds.
And stand by for Qawi. Wesley Mouzon in Dwight's corner told him between rounds he has to throw more punches. He said, this is the other guy's hometown. You have to be busy. The question is, at age 33, at least age 33, and against a strong, tough, determined, gutty young opponent, can Dwight Muhammad Qawi be busy? Can he sustain the action?
Holyfield getting the better of Qawi in the early part of this round, inside the final minute of round 12. And those legs that could support a pier, Qawi still uses them to move forward and get Holyfield against the ropes. And for the past couple of days, we've had a chance to follow the fortunes of the Atlanta Braves. All the fans here, and we are too, looking forward to the Midsummer Classic. The All-Star Game on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Holyfield bouncing off the ropes, looking a little tired.
I don't think he was hurt. I just think he took a good stiff jab, and he just went back in the ropes, just from fatigue more than the punch. Good scoring punch from Qawi. He has not used the jab that much because he's been happy to get in tight where he can't get hurt.
12th round winding down. Perhaps 3 more to go. Who will have enough left?
Baby, 13. You're fighting an amateur fight, 3 rounds.
You hit him in the body. You're good with the left hook, but you're not hitting him enough with the left hook in the body. Throw that left hook to the body. You understand? Double up on it. Body then to the head. Do you understand?
Well, let's take your body right up with a nut right uppercut, okay? And then move, and then move, and then move. You get your combinations up and move. Now, come on, let's go.
We enter round 13, which means we have a maximum of 3 to go. Alex, how would you summarize the 12 we've seen so far?
I think Evander has just had a little bit more energy, a little bit more punching and combination, throw more punches and landed more. I have have him ahead by 4 points at this stage. There could be a lot of people who disagree with me, especially people who give points for aggression. Dwight has done almost all of the aggression in terms of coming in throughout the fight.
And Holyfield, as he has, coming out strong in the early part of the round. Teeing off on the head of Qawi. Qawi trying to cover up. Now let's see if history repeats itself again. Will Qawi come lunging back at Holyfield, who has used up too much energy?
Yeah, of course he will. But he does not have, he's just been worn down a little bit too much right now. He just can't come back with enough to make up for what Holyfield did. Right now, Dwight's well behind in this round with a minute gone in the round.
Remember, 3 judges at ringside doing the scoring on the 10-point Musk system. Referee Vinny Renaud does not figure.
And Vinny Renaud's going to warn him again. He did not take a point away. I thought that he would come in and penalize Dwight for a point there, but he did not.
Point there would have really changed things for the final couple of rounds. Midway point, or thereabouts, of round 13.
Dwight's just not throwing enough punches. He's just taking time off inside. He's fighting in spurts. He's just, neither fighter is, of course, fighting all the time. It's impossible with this kind of a pace and the punches they've absorbed. But Evander is just out busying him. He's just beating to the punch.
And you notice the taunting that we saw a little bit of in the earlier rounds is completely absent.
At the end of the last round, Dwight looked at Evander to see what...
Boy, wasn't that a great look he gave him?
He gave him a look to say, what are you still doing here? Evander just calmly walked back to his corner.
Holyfield sliding away from that right nicely.
You know, we've talked a lot about how this is the only time that Evander Holyfield has been this far. Dwight has only been this far once before. That was his 15-round decision loss to Michael Spinks.
2 big rights by Holyfield to the chin of Qawi.
You hit me, I'll hit you.
And then I'll hit you again. Good combination. 2 to the chin of Qawi. Some more. His gloves have dropped.
Believe it or not, Qawi dropped his gloves. He does that to try to entice Evander into letting his hands go and trying to get some counter-punching opportunities. But he took some punishment there.
A right that looked like it just glanced off the chin of Qawi. No big damage, but there certainly was a lot behind it. And the school bell sounds, and the round is over. 2 to go. They're loving it in Atlanta.
And then when you finish up good and strong. Right? That last half a minute, finish up good and strong. Don't put in yet. Take that damn forward, right? Come on, baby. You know this guy's coming out of Ellen now, right? All yours. Let's go. This is it right here, baby. This is for all of them. Get that Kevin on his body and turn low.
It's the final round of the WBA World Junior Heavyweight Championship of the World. Dwight Muhammad Qawi, who yesterday called Evander Holyfield mediocre, would not be saying that to us right now.
He didn't believe it either. He was just trying to psych him out. He was not able to do that. He has not been able to do that. On my scorecard, Evander Holyfield is ahead by 5 points and in control of this fight. That is, of course, unofficial. Again, Evander slips this time in Qawi's corner. He did not go down this time. Vinny Renaud stops the clock, orders both corners to dry him up. Each corner is just soaking his man with water and ice, trying to revive him, trying to make his man the fresher.
I see ice cubes up in the corner of Holyfield right above us here at ringside. That right snapped the jaw of Holyfield. Another left coming in from Qawi.
Both fighters are going to let it all hang out here in the 15th and final round.
Alex, do you think Qawi realizes or thinks that he is behind?
I really wouldn't want to take a guess, Al. I think he must know, but you can't tell from his style because he fights the same way all all the time. He's trying to knock your head off all the time.
I was wrong. The chant is definitely holy, holy for Holyfield. It's his hometown, remember. They've watched him mature. They've watched him in the Olympic Games. Perhaps they share that disappointment with him.
He has done them very, very proud, and himself very proud today, Al.
But here's Qawi, the veteran. Does he have any tricks left?
Dwight has nothing to be ashamed of either. He has given, I think, everything he has to give. I just don't think at this age and at that weight that he can give enough to beat. In my opinion, he hasn't given enough to beat this young challenger.
Now we're approaching the final minute of the 15th and final round, but there was a stoppage to wipe off the corners.
And that time, Qawi looked at Vinny Renaud, the referee, and asked him what he was warning him about. He didn't understand. Qawi asking Renaud to warn Holyfield for holding behind the head. And Qawi landed a good left hook there. Evander may have flurried a little bit too much early in this round. He's going to have to gut the end of this round out.
Holyfield slipping again.
And give Dwight Muhammad Qawi credit. He did not let a punch go when Holyfield was down. We can see Dwight head on right now. He is very tired. He is just wide open with his mouth. Could barely hold his hands up, and he backs up.
A big right that really stunned Qawi. He stuttered. But now look at him. Still fire left in his eyes and in some of his punches.
I think that was the experience. I think Dwight may know he has to knock him out. I think he might have thought the way to get him to come in wide open was to back up. And there's the final bell. You might be able to see from Dwight's face that he recognizes that he gave everything he had, but today, against Evander Holyfield, it was not enough.
I was just told by referee Vinny Renaud that there was a point taken away for a low blow from Qawi. So still to come, the much-awaited decision. Is Evander Holyfield's dream come true? Or has Qawi withstood the storm, and what a storm it was, to hold on to his championship belt? Well, which way did the ball bounce here in Atlanta today? Did it bounce for Evander Holyfield? Certainly the experts sitting at ringside here seem to think so. Or maybe did the champion hold on, Dwight Muhammad Qawi, for the WBA junior heavyweight title? His eyes puffy. He looks a little dazed. Certainly he looks like the beaten man in the ring right now. 15 fabulous rounds of boxing. A staggering blow by Holyfield, who got his second wind, I believe, in the 11th or 12th round. Qawi just dropped, stuttered on his feet, and then roared right back at Holyfield. And really stunned him with a big right. You see Terrell Biggs, Natalie attired in the back, standing over the crowd, wondering perhaps when his day was come. Mark Breland is in the ring, Meldrick Taylor. Here's Terrell. Remember, he broke his collarbone, still on the mend. Cornell Whitaker also here. He had a broken finger in his bone, and he is on the mend as well. Let's go into the ring.
Have your attention, please. We have a majority decision. Judge Letterman scores the fight 144-140, Holyfield. Judge Volkman scores the fight 143-141, Qawi. Judge Quintana scores the fight 147-138 for the winner. And new junior heavyweight champion of the world, Evander Holyfield.
We watched them all in the ring at Los Angeles. Who would have thought that the man who suffered the greatest disappointment would be the first to achieve a world title? The new WBA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Evander Holyfield, in a split decision. So Dwight Muhammad Qawi, 2 titles in his professional career, and now at the age of 33, has lost a title for the 2nd time. For Qawi, only his 3rd loss against 26 wins and 1 draw. And for Holyfield, an even dozen pro fights, the 12th being the biggest.
I'm here with Dwight Muhammad Qawi, the champion, ex-champion, just lost on a split decision.